All right. Okay, so we are live on YouTube, which is great. As I know we've got some people, I'm just getting messages that some people might not be able to get on, which that's why we are on YouTube so that we can look at that later. So I hope that you're doing well. I see that you are with me, Kathleen, so that is great. Hope that you are doing well. Why am I not? There we go. Okay, let me turn on my video. That would help. There we go. All right. Well, I hope it's not just you and me, Kathleen. It might be. Then you're going to get some really great customized training, and you can ask me questions about whatever you would like. But thank you for being on. Oh, there you go. You're coming on. I can say hi to you. Yay. Hey.
Hi.
Hope you're doing well. Hi. How are you?
I'm putting my kids to sleep too.
Yeah, I know. My husband is doing that, and hopefully I don't get any interruptions. I tend to get at least one interruption a night, but we might be okay today. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of jump right into our training for today. So if you've got a notebook and pen, this might be really valuable to you. It's going to be talking about using a free resource that Mary Kay has given all of us consultants called the Skin Care Analysis. And it's a free app, and it is a wonderful tool that we can use for our own skincare, but then especially for our customers and helping to meet their needs and helping to get them the right products because Mary Kay has everything and so many things, but nobody needs everything, right? Like we want to have the things that are appropriate for our skin type. So, as beauty consultants, we're not like officially trained as estheticians. So Mary Kay gives us the tools so that we can still make informed recommendations. We can be educated on skincare and we can truly be like an expert source for people to get advice for their skincare. So I'm going to share my screen now and we'll start that. This is a video that we're going to watch first, and then I'll show you some of the resources and tools that will be posted to our Facebook page this evening that you will, or Facebook group rather, that you'll be able to access for yourself. So let me start this video here and share sound. Okay. Then we are going, no, I don't want to be there. There we go. Okay.
Hey friends, my name is Amy Hayes and I'm a future executive senior sales director and I have been building my Mary Kay business for 33 years and I am so excited to be partnering with Erin to bring you something new and exciting that you could share with your customers, your prospects, your unit, and Erin just really brought this to life. It was so much fun collaborating with her, and she's just a genius at this, and that's why we love her so much and why we have been so blessed by her business and what she has brought to all of us. So I hope this blesses you. I hope that it brings growth for you in the new year and that you are ready to just take off. So what it is, it's called the skin analysis. And so that is the name I came up with, and I wanted to keep it simple, but it came from an interaction that I had with a customer of mine. I had a customer who was a mascara only customer for years. The only thing she ever bought from me was Lash Love mascara. And one day she called me and she said, "Hey, do you do makeup classes?" And I was like, sure. Is this for you or for your granddaughter or somebody? And she's like, "It's for me." And I was like, okay. And let me give you a little backstory. Doesn't wear any makeup, has never used skincare before, and her skin is fairly aged. She has very fairly aged skin. And so I said, okay, great. And so she came over and I said, okay, so tell me what you're looking for. Are you wanting an eye look, a makeup look? And she said, well, actually, I'm thinking about having a facelift. And I was like, oh, okay. And she said, but I think I want to try some skincare first. And I said, great. I think that's a great idea. So I said, okay, can you tell me what exactly you're looking for? I was totally caught off guard because, again, she'd never used skincare before. And so I started asking her all these questions. And bottom line is we started to get down to her wants and her needs. And by the end of the appointment, she was a full-blown skincare, time-wise repair customer, supplements, boosters, retinol, all of it. So after that appointment, I sat down and I thought, okay, she can't be the only one who's in need of this type of an appointment. And I thought about too all of the amazing products that we have in our product line that are new, that have been added, and how do we figure out what works for who and who needs what, and when does this product go, and when do we use this? And so I decided that I was going to make something for myself to provide this service to my customers that I just provided to her without even knowing it, and make it a product that I could offer to my customers. So that's what I did, and that's where the skin analysis came from. So when you look at the first skin analysis sheet on here, it says complimentary 1-hour personal skincare analysis and custom regimen creation. So that is truly what we're doing. So you guys, this is no different than just having a facial or a skincare party and sharing the product with them. This is just getting a little bit more detailed and really finding their needs, because you know what I am really good at? I am really good at looking at someone and looking at their skin and going, I know exactly what you need. You need blank, 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 and blank. But what I discovered in all of these skin analysis that I've done, that what they need and what they want is way different than what I think they need and want. In fact, 15 minutes ago, I just did one of these, and I did it virtually, and I was shocked at what her needs and wants were. I thought her skin is fairly aged. In her mind, it was not. She said, I really don't have any wrinkles. I was like, okay. So anyway, it's so interesting to see how people perceive their needs and wants. And my goal and what I want to do is I want to fill their needs and wants, not mine, not what I think they need. And so that has totally changed the way that I have these appointments. And so basically what I do is I sit down with them in person, which of course is my first favorite thing to do. I love face-to-face, but if that's not possible, just like the one I did today, she was 500 miles away, I will do it virtually on Zoom. But I have my customer fill out my skin analysis. And so this skin analysis just goes through as many of the concerns that I could think of. Now, that's what I love about Erin and Canva, is that you can add, you can subtract, you can change this. But these are the concerns that I hear most often, that I myself have had or have, and what I feel like our products can really cover and address. So I have them fill this out, and just like today when I did it virtually, you guys, this was a referral that my mother-in-law gave, and I talked to her today. I booked the skin analysis today. I just sold $528 worth of product. So oh my gosh, that was a quick turnaround, but that's how quick these can happen. So I just put this on my screen on Zoom, and I had her walk through and tell me the skincare concerns that she had, and she just told me the ones that she had. So once they go through that, another thing that I really like on the skin analysis is it has additional interests. And I added this in after I'd done several of these because I realized that this appointment is skincare focused, which I love because I love selling skincare. It's my favorite thing to do. It is the way that my business grows the fastest, the most. And so I love skincare first, but I realized that these same people are also looking for color application. I included contouring and highlighting. I included brow techniques, foundation matching, hosting a party for free product, and then facts about becoming a consultant. So this helps me work this skincare analysis appointment full circle. And that's what I want to do. All right, I also have a place for additional concerns. So if there's things that aren't on this list, I really haven't found any additional yet that isn't on the list, but it will come up. I know it will. So then at the bottom of the sheet, it says product recommendations. And the first thing that you're going to recommend is the skincare line that you would recommend for them. And then the second thing you're going to recommend is any supplements that you think that would fill their needs and wants, and also any clinical solutions that would fill their needs and wants. So, you know, that is exactly what I did with this new customer today. And she really didn't have very many skincare concerns, even though my eye said different. And I gave her all the options, and I said, you know, from what you're telling me, I would say that the Miracle Set would be a really good option for you because you don't have very many wrinkles, you aren't seeing a lot of signs of aging. But I said, we do have another skincare line that I want to tell you about. So I did tell her about the repair. And bottom line is, she bought the repair. Even though I recommended the Miracle Set from her needs and wants, she did want the repair, and she also bought supplements. So that worked out great. I put the supplements that I thought that she would benefit from, and then additional things that she could try later if she wanted to. She wanted it all. So that went really great. But I love what Erin helped me do, and she helped me create these flow charts, and you know, they're just so beautiful. She's just so good. And I love how this helps you figure out what skincare line is best for them. Now, I want you to remember that it doesn't mean that that's what they're going to choose, or that, you know, that's the one they're going to buy, but it does give you a way to figure out, okay, what would be best. And I love how we added on here that, you know, the Time-Wise repair is for advanced signs of aging, but even if you don't have advanced signs of aging, this still might be what you want. And so that is a little, you know, disclaimer about that there. So I love that. So this flow chart is amazing. And then we went through and, you know, and this is going to be subjective, and I know that you might do it differently, and that's the beauty of Canva, that you can change this. But, you know, we went through and we looked at the primary concerns that I would see in these skin analysis, and then we put the products that would address those concerns. Like for dry skin, there's a lot of them, and so they're all listed there and have some information. We also went with the primary concern of wrinkles, because there are a lot of products that address wrinkles, so there's a great sheet for that. And then we have all of the additional concerns that I have listed. I put the products that I personally recommend for those concerns. Now, of course, there are more products, and you could make this more extensive, but I wanted to keep it fairly simple because I want this to be a tool for my consultants that they can easily use. So I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But aren't these so great? They're so amazing. You can just, you know, look at the concern and go to the sheet and you're good to go. Order of application, that is always so tricky when you're dealing with all of these products. So we kind of combined a couple of order of application things, and Erin just made this so beautiful. This is the order of application cheat sheet, and it's the best, so you guys are gonna love it. So the other thing that I do once I do a skin analysis appointment, and this has been a game changer as well, is I create a personal regimen for them. And Erin had this great idea to use this sheet. I use this a little bit. It kind of depends. I'm going to give you two options, but this is a sheet where you could go through, and really the majority of all of our products are on here, and you can go and mark which ones, you know, are the best options for them. So they can take this home, or you can just use this at the appointment. It's either way. But this is what has really been amazing is I print this out for all of my customers that do a skin analysis, and it is their skincare regimen to-do list, or, you know, their everyday regimen. And I print this out and I tell them they can put it in their bathroom mirror, or, you know, inside their mirror, their cupboard. But it tells them with the products that they chose in their skin analysis, it tells what they would do morning and step by step. what they would do evening, and then if there's something like the microdermabrasion, it says 2 to 3 times a week. So this is something I print out for them, and they take home, or if they're virtual, I'll email it to them if they have a printer, or I'll send it in the mail if they don't. And I print it on cardstock so that they have it for their own use, and it's great. So this is a great tool. Now, the other tools that we included that I love is literally, you guys, these are the exact scripts that I have been using to book these appointments. So please change them for the wording that sounds best for you. But I have put in the scripts that I used to book all of these new people. So the first script is to book new customers. Who doesn't want new customers? So that is kind of, I started with my current customers, and there's a script right here to book current customers. And then now, of course, I'm doing lots of new customers and new contacts. But I wanted my current customers to have the opportunity. I've been amazed at the ones that wanted this free service and wanted a skincare analysis. I tell them it takes 1 hour, and I really do take 1 hour. And then I have scripts for current consultants. This has been crazy to see the products that my consultants are and aren't using. Most of it's been a little eye-opening and surprising. And it has been so wonderful to help consultants find the products in our product line that fit their wants and needs and help them use them properly. Oh my gosh, you guys, it has been a game changer with my personal unit and personal team. Then there's also a script to book previous consultants. You know, previous consultants who have loved the product, but they're currently not using it because they're not, most likely because they're not consultants. And instead of just jumping back in and being a new consultant, I wanted previous consultants to be able to know what products were best for them and know about all of our new products. So this has been great for that too. All right, so the last thing I want to share is I have actually created a 5-week series that I will be doing with my own unit right after leadership. And so there is a 5-week series that if you want to use it at any time or use the ideas, it is exactly what I'm teaching my consultants in the new year. The first week, I'm going to do a skincare analysis with the consultants that are on my Monday night meeting. The second week, I'm going to show
There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened to Kathleen, but she's not here. And I was just like wanting to check and make sure. For some reason, she's not coming up in my Scipio. And so I'm like, wait, is Kathleen even in our unit? So I'll check the consultant list and just make sure that maybe she wasn't even supposed to be there. I don't know. I'm getting warm though. I just had like a cup of tea, so I'm gonna take off my director suit there. Oh, there's Danny. Hey, friend. Do you have power back yet?
Yes, ma'am. That is
Okay.
part of the problem, but it came back on. And then, of course, once I got the
Okay.
computer up, I had to update. So, of course, why now?
Of course. Of course. Of course. Sharon, you've got power. Everything's good on your. Okay, good, good. I'm happy to see you here, by the way. So good to see you. Your pretty face. All right. I don't know. Do we have I don't know. I'm just gonna look and make sure. I feel like there are. See if there is even a Kathleen. I thought we did have a new Kathleen in our unit. So I don't know why she's not showing up on my Scipio. But maybe, yeah, Kathleen Thompson. Okay, well, I'll reach out to her and see where she's at. So just saw a great video regarding the skin analysis, and I thought she was going to be talking about, I like listened to this, but didn't listen to the end, and I thought she was going to get into the app. And it's not the app. So what I do want to show you ladies is I mean, first of all, so many great resources. So let me show you
them how to use the program, how to use this whole program.
Let me show you those resources that she was holding up in Canva. So what she's got here is, first of all, we'll show you the script. So this is all going to be in our Facebook group. And so she has given us, let me see if I can get this a little bigger here. So she has given us several scripts. So we've got booking a new customer. Just going to read this one real quick. So excited to let you know about a great service I'm offering for the new year. Ladies, you can say I'm offering for the spring and summertime, right? Just change that. There are so many options out there in skincare and supplements. It can be so overwhelming to figure it all out. The free skincare analysis is the perfect way to discover what skincare options meet your needs. Together, we will create a customized regimen and look at your wants and needs. It just takes an hour and you'll learn so much about your skin and your options. Plus, you'll get to try the recommended products too. Click on the link below to schedule a free in-person skincare analysis at my studio. So she uses Calendly for that. Click the link below to schedule a free virtual skincare analysis over Zoom. So she's got another Calendly link for Zoom appointments, or text, message, or call to set up an appointment. So she's got that there to new customers, to current customers, current consultants. You know, some of you have women on your team. Oh, Kathleen, glad you're back. Women on your team that you would want to connect with, and even previous consultants. So really good stuff here. And then there is this image that basically explains what the skin analysis is, right? Confused or curious about the different skincare products and supplements out there, wondering how your needs could be met with the right products. So then it says 1 hour to have a free consultation. And then together we'll explore all the skincare options available to fit your needs and find your personalized skincare regimen options. So happy skin, right? Now we've got this is on Canva. If you have Canva, you would be able, I think would be able to modify this with a free Canva account. And if not, I mean, I'll be posting a generic version on Facebook that you can use as well. But that's one thing that she gave us that we could look at. The other thing that she gave, other few resources, the analysis. So this is what she's having everybody fill out at the beginning of the appointment. She's also mailing this to people for her Zoom appointments. So circle all the skincare concerns that apply: dry skin, oily skin, wrinkles, dark under eye circle, under eye puffiness, rosacea, uneven skin tone, sensitive skin, large pores, dark spots, dull skin tone, rough textured skin, occasional acne, consistent acne, acne scarring, fine lines, sagging skin, lack of firmness and elasticity. And then she's got the additional interests, which have a lot to do with glamour appointments, but then also becoming a beauty consultant or hosting a party. So with that on the same sheet, the product recommendations. Now, you may be wondering, oh my goodness, well, I don't know what I would recommend, right? I am brand new, or I'm a little out of touch. I don't know what the current products are. We're going to get to that in just a moment. But then scrolling down, she has another sheet, a personalized skincare regimen that she checks off and writes in the exact products that are being recommended, right? So for the cleanser, they're going to write in exactly which cleanser for the morning, what they're exfoliating with. And it even has, next to each product, how many times a week to use that product. If they're using a toner and freshener, if they're using an eye cream, and write it in. If they're using a clinical solutions booster, write it in. The special treatments, any serums. And this is all in order of application as well. So as you check this off, you don't have to check off something for every single category, but as you're checking it off, this is going to be the order of application. And then same thing for the second column in the evening, right? I love that they have the oil-free eye makeup remover on here. sometimes we forget that people don't know that they need that. So that is on there as well. She's got some helpful tips about using those boosters, not mixing them together or mixing them with serums. Maybe you don't know that, so you know that now. That should be HA plus ceramide booster is the only booster that you can use with the others. I'm gonna see if I can fix that right now so that there we go, because that says CA and it should be HA. Okay. Always use the pore minimizer serum after using the microdermabrasion. Step 1, refine, and then how to use the retinol. Now this, I love this, having the personalized skincare card that you make up for each customer. And ladies, you can use this for current customers, right? Like if you haven't sent them a thank you note or you want to be in touch with them, you can print this out and send it to them, or even send them as an image that maybe they want to keep on their phone. But I like it, printing it out for them on cardstock so that they can have this taped somewhere. Are you hearing something? Is that my, hold on. I don't know why I'm hearing something. Are you girls hearing something in the background? No. Okay. All right, we're good. It just stopped. All right, so let me come back here. So where you actually type out, instead of giving them that whole list, right? And they have to follow the check marks. This is so much easier that only the products that they're using are on this card for morning and evening. And you know what else is great? That you have your name and number and email right there. So when they, it's all part of that card. I love that. All right, let's look at the other resources, because this is going to be really good resources as they, fill out what their concerns are and you make the recommendations. That's what these cards are going to be great for. So first of all, the skincare regimen. We've got, is acne your customer's primary skincare concern? Yes. Okay, that's clear proof, right? No. All right, now we ask the next question. Is your customer over the age of 20? No. Okay, they're going to do Mary Kay skincare. But if the answer is yes, all right, now we're going to answer this question. What level of aging is she showing? Moderate or advanced? And so then you have the option of the miracle set or the value from repair. Now, this is the note she mentioned. You may have clients who don't necessarily show advanced signs of aging, but are looking for luxury, top shelf skincare products. You will want to direct them to Time-Wise Repair. Don't forget we have MK Men, right? And we do have MK Men. So even though this is phasing out, it's being replaced. Okay. So you'll get to see all of that in May. Now, order of application cheat sheet. There is that has everything on there, which is great. Now this is what I like, these primary concern sheets. So if the primary concern is dry skin, these are all of the products, right? And their key benefits. And there are 8 products or 7 products on this one sheet. Okay, so you can share that with your customers. She can try them out. This is why it's so nice to have products on hand. And if you're doing an in-person appointment, very easy to just give them a little squirt, let them try it on the face, on the back of their arm, on their elbow, back of their hand. They can try them out and see what they like the best. If the primary concern is wrinkles, these are the products for that. So if they want all over facial wrinkle treatment, or if they want targeted wrinkle treatment, I love that differentiation is made. And then the additional concerns. So all of those other concerns that are on that sheet that your customer may have checked off, that's what these products are for. Okay, so really, really good stuff. Now, I also want to share with you something if you have not done this yet, and that is going to be our Skincare Confident course that Mary Kay gives us on Mary Kay in Touch. Who on here has already done that and you are already skincare confident? Okay, good. Erica and Danny. So when you log into marykayintouch.com, underneath the education tab, you're going to go down to products. Okay. And then when you click on products, you are going to scroll all the way down. So they're going to have the summer 2020. Well, actually, You can't see that yet. You'll see that May 1st, the summer 2025. Oh, I gotta keep going. Oh my goodness, don't look at that. Oh, don't look at that either. Okay. All right. So don't tell anyone. All right. So then we're down here to the additional resources. So you've got a document library. I was actually just in this document library this morning because a customer was asking me about what pressed powder would be the right shade for a particular shade of foundation that she already loves. And so I just wanted to make sure I had that correct. And so I went to Flawless Face and saw the shade comparison chart, all of the things. So you've got a document library, a digital image library. Okay, we've got the different categories, preferred customer program, MKE cards, but then we've got skincare education, color education. So you can click go now for both of those, and you will go through different modules, videos, there's quizzes to learn about all of the products that we have. And when you're done, you get these bling buttons. You can put them on your website, but you will also have them on your name badges when we go to Mary Kay events. Seminar being the next event that we go to. So you want to have as many blings on your bling badge as possible. And this is a great way to get that. Now, there are other ways that you can, I don't want to go too far up. Why don't I see it? All right, hold on. Whoop. There are other, okay, so if you go to education, okay, here we go. Products, if you go to clinical solutions, there is a clinical solutions module as well, unless they put it all in with skincare. I'll have to look at that. But there is also a legal education module. So that's another thing that you can do to get another bling badge. So if you haven't done that, take a look at that so you can make sure you know all the legal stuff about being a beauty consultant. So really good things there. All right, but that, as if you haven't done the skincare module, I would definitely recommend doing that when you're doing these appointments. So the point of these appointments is going to be an expert with our product line, to be an expert with making recommendations, with learning about ingredients, because you're not going to just learn about our particular products. You're going to learn about hyaluronic acid in general, right? Because other companies have hyaluronic acid. You're going to be learning about retinol in general. What does retinol do? What about vitamin C? Why is that important for skincare? All of those things. So this is a great way to kind of jazz up your bookings, jazz up your appointments, and connecting with 4 different, types of people. Booking new customers, booking existing customers, booking, team members, and even previous team members, right? That you would want to connect with. So, I thought this was great. I was looking over it today and I wanted to share that with you. And again, all of these resources will be in our Facebook group this evening. Are there any questions from any of you beautiful ladies who are joining me tonight?
Did you say the things on Canva are available for us?
Yes. Yeah. So I can, well, can I? Let me see. I might be able to share the link with you, and then you would be able to modify them. So yeah, I should be able to do that, unless, I mean, because I didn't create it, but I still think I can share it with you. So I think I can still share it. So yeah, I will try to do that, Erica. I know you are good with Canva. Any other questions? Okay. Do you feel like that was helpful at all? I hope. I hope it was helpful. Okay, especially for newer beauty consultants. Kathleen, yay, so glad that you are here. So just giving you some tools and resources to help you learn our product and share our product. So, because it is true, when you give a woman that kind of attention, like with informed opinions and informed recommendations, those sales can be really, really high. I usually sell $300 to $400. It's usually around $300. Usually around $300 when I do an appointment with one woman. Now we love to do parties, right? But sometimes something like this, that this is going to be a good individual thing. So I would recommend the skin analysis as that second appointment as you have parties with people for the first time with people and you're doing, so you would call that a group pampering session, right? Where everybody's using the same skincare, using the charcoal mask, using microdermabrasion or whatever products you typically show during a group pampering session. And then they have the option to have an individual skin analysis. And so you can offer that out, please, right now. Oh, you lost a tooth. Congratulations. Got more holes in your head. Okay. All right. So my Caleb just lost a tooth. So he came in here smiling and I was wondering why are you smiling like that? You're not supposed to be out of bed, but it's because he lost a tooth. So also, yes, he's my 11-year-old, almost 12, and he's still losing teeth. That kid, for how tall and large he is like delayed in his mouth. Like it's just, he didn't lose his first tooth until he was in second grade. Yeah. So anyway, all right. So let us do our recognition here now. Yeah, I'm excited to hear about what y'all have been up to since the past week, since we were together. So if you sold $1, sold any product last week, okay, so Sunday to Saturday, raise your hand if you sold any product last week. Yeah. Okay, and keep your hands up if you sold $100, $200, okay, Danny, $300. Erica's still going, $400. Oh, okay, Erica, how much did you sell?
366.
And how did you do that? What did that look like? Congratulations.
I had a party and a facial, and then follow up from the party.
Awesome. And this was an in-person party?
Yeah, it was a birthday party actually for an
Birthday party.
11-year-old. Yeah.
Okay, tell me, what did you do? What did that look like? Oh my goodness, I would
Well,
think I wouldn't be able to sell much to an 11-year-old birthday party, but what'd you do?
well, actually, I had sales before I got there, kind of, because each kid got a gift bag with a mini Mary Kay set in it. I did a little charcoal mask. Like, I got these things off Amazon. So I took one big charcoal mask and divvied it up, a spa headband, and a canvas makeup bag that they actually got to decorate during the party. So I sold 8 bags, and then at the party, I followed up with all the adults that were there and got all of their information. So one of the girls bought stuff, and then 2 other people are doing follow-up anti-aging pampering session with me.
Awesome. That's great. And so did the mom of the birthday girl buy those bags or did each oh, okay, great.
And then
I
also said,
yeah.
I did send a letter home with each girl, and there was only 3 birthday girls like that were 11 present. But I sent a paper home that said what we used, how to use it, my number if they have any questions. So I'm gonna ask the mom of the girl for the parents' info of the other 2. Because I
Good.
didn't get to meet their parents, but it was
Okay.
fun.
Awesome. Very good. I like the way you really seize that opportunity. That is great. Super smart. Super smart. And I mean, here's the thing. This communication, right, that you just saw Erica do, and that you also saw with the skin analysis with giving each, person, each customer their own personalized, right, like kind of checklist and their order of application. That is because a confused mind does nothing. And so if you can give clear directions and give clear guidance to people about how to use our products, then they'll use them. But if they're confused, they're not going to. Right? And they're just not going to. And so and not, you know, I mean, most of us here, I think, would have no problem asking questions. If we purchased something and we weren't sure how to use it, we would probably go to the source and be like, okay, remind me how to use this because we don't want to waste our money. Some people are too shy for that. They'd rather let something sit than actually use it, not than use it, but then ask a question. So, all right. Thank you, Erica. All right. Let's talk about booking. So how many parties do you have on your books? If you have one party in the future, raise your hand. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Danny and Erica. If you have 2 parties, keep your hands up. All right. 3 parties, keep your hands up. Oh, 2 for Erica. Danny, 2 for you. 2 for you. All right. Very good. We want more parties, but that's good. That's good. That's good. And Kathleen, congratulations. Is that a party that you're doing with Erica or you're doing on your own?
Yeah, that's the welcome party, but there's like at least like 9 people, I think. So
Awesome. And when is that scheduled for?
Thursday.
So, in 2 days. All right, great. I cannot wait to hear how that goes, Kathleen. Congratulations. All right. If you have any individual faces, remember next week we are doing our dash out the door look. And so if you have any individual faces, facials, people for lined up for that event, raise your hand. If you have 1 face booked, okay, 2 faces booked, 3 faces booked, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, are you both at 7? Both at 7. You girls are twinning today. All right. Very good. Very good. And then I am like sweating. What is it because I drank tea? I'm just like, I just took a shower before coming on here and I'm like, I don't want to be sweating. I just took thank you, Danny. I don't know. I'm going to turn off is it the ring light? I'm going to turn on my fan. Hold on. Here we go. Woo. I think it's because of the tea. All right. Let's look at pink possibility chats of sharing the opportunity. If you had a pink possibility chat last week, raise your hand. If you did 1, shared with 1 person, good. 2 people, keep them up. All right. 1, Erica. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. So ladies, with the extension of being able, 1 what? You have a new team member? Wait, Kathleen did 1? Wait, what are you telling
Kathleen
me?
is from that week. Kathleen is from that week. She signed up on the 6th. So
I
for
thought
this
that was
tracking, I have a new team member.
Oh, Kathleen. Okay. I'll say Kathleen. I don't know if you know this about me, but my brain doesn't work the way it used to. So sometimes I forget things. Okay. That is so Kathleen, we haven't like officially met you. Is this your first time being on our Power Up meeting?
Yeah, last week I had to work. So
That's right. I mean, I've talked to you on the phone, but okay, very good. So, well, I would love to introduce you to Danny and to Sharon here. So Sharon's on Danny's team. They both live in Virginia. I'm down in Wilmington, and are you in Pennsylvania as well, Kathleen? Where do
no,
you live? No.
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee.
We're in Tennessee. Okay. All right. So cool. So tell us a little bit about you. Where do you work and why you decided to join Mary Kay?
So I'm actually a labor and delivery nurse at the hospital here in Knoxville. I have 2 kids. I'm married. I'm about to do a surrogate journey in May for a couple in Maryland. So, and then I don't know. I just wanted something I could do like in my spare time while having 2 kids.
Oh, you
All
have so much
so
of
much.
it.
But just something like fill time. I've used Mary Kay for like, I don't know, like a year and a half or 2 years. So like, I feel like I could maybe get a couple people.
Absolutely. So there's a girl, she doesn't come on our meetings as much anymore, but she was one of my tops. I was a labor and delivery nurse, right? And she shared it with like all of those ladies in the hospital, and they, were constantly buying from her.
Yeah.
And so yeah, actually, labor and delivery nurses, you all are so special. Anyone that's ever given birth to somebody knows that you are angels. So we might not remember your names, but we will remember that you were a part of one of the most important like days of our lives. So yeah, so thank you for doing that because you are very much appreciated. And I hope you feel that way. So well, we're excited that you're on our team, in our unit and on Erica's team, and very excited about your party as well. That's just going to be so much fun. So and hopefully, with learning about the skin analysis, that can kind of equip you for future appointments as well. So, yeah, just helping you get like more and more, yeah, educated. So, well, ladies, it is 8:43. Is there anything I'm forgetting to mention? I don't think so. I think we're good. right? So we will pause. We'll stop here, and I'll see y'all next week. And have a great night. Thanks for joining. The fan feels good, by the way. That's what I needed. So, all right. Thanks, Danny. All right. Share